Steve Bowers and
Cassandra Fuller.
And we welcome you to 6 in the City. We have a lot of things to talk about.
We do.
One thing, Relay for Life is coming up Friday night.
This Friday, it's the 4th.
And the AMP season kicks off with Reverend Jessie and Holy Smokes. And they're happen to be on this show.
Just happened to be on
And
the
we
show.
want you to know, and the mayor has said, if it's raining Friday, we're going to move all that to the Civic Center.
right.
So just come on down, and we're going to.
And the mayor's here today, so
Yeah.
he can verify that.
And all that stuff about it ending at 9 o'clock, just forget that once we get in the building.
I don't know.
We have a big time.
You never know.
Mary Gist is here.
He is
and,
here.
And Reverend Terry Hundley is with us. We're going to talk about the National Day of Prayer and the prayer breakfast that's coming up Thursday of this week. Jackie Utley is with us. We have a special event to recognize the spouses of Vietnam War era veterans, and we'll get details of that coming up. And we got a lot of other folks.
We do. We have a pair of Kimberlys.
Kimberly
we have
and Kimberly.
Taylor and Kimberly White. There's an event coming up at the Star Center that from Kingdom Inspirational Messages for the gentlemen, I believe. And then Julie Daniels and Jill Erling are here with the chamber.
There's always
Tell us
something
what's
going
on with the chamber, because they've got so many things going on.
Got a big concert coming up Monday evening here, and that'll be next Monday the 7th. And George Googe and Dr. Joshua Veltman will be with us. The community band, the community jazz band, swing orchestra is going to be. They're going to be in concert.
Lots
we'll get
of great
details
music.
of that. We're going to do a he said, she said, because we got a bunch of things going on in this community about which to speak. And then our main star stage is taken up today with Reverend Jessie and Holy Smokes.
Right.
And I mean,
we're excited to have
we're excited to have them with us. Y'all got a new album, anything coming out?
Yeah, real soon.
Real soon. All right. I thought it was about time.
Waiting for that.
You know, have to keep Jackson Records in business. No good to have a studio if people are not down there recording.
That's exactly right.
And so we're looking forward to all of that.
It?
I assume they're recording there. They may be recording in Nashville. They're recording at Jackson Records. All right, very good. All right, excellent. All right, no place else to do it.
That's
we're going to be right back as we continue this Six in the City.
Hi, I'm Kedrick Perkins, PGA General Manager at Jackson Country Club. Jackson Country Club's amenities are true Southern hospitality. Championship golf course, fine dining, 6 tennis courts, junior Olympic pool and fitness. We pride ourselves in giving our members the best. Choosing JEA was a logical choice so that we could tie in our phone, internet, and cable solutions so that we can advance our next segment of technology.
I started drinking more to deal with stress. Without my realizing it, alcohol took over my life. At Alcoholics Anonymous, I've found help from people who know what I've been through. Now, I have hope. Alcoholics Anonymous. Look for us in the phone book or on the web at aa.org.
We can help. Call 877-426-8330. Call now. There is hope for you.
Own a lawn mowing service? Propane works for you. Propane can go where you go. Tanks easily changed, no spillage, quick transition, clean burn, increased energy efficiency. Propane, the affordable, clean alternative fuel wherever you mow. Find out more about JA's ProGas. Call 422-7500. Propane, the alternative fuel that makes sense. Part of JEA today.
Welcome into 6 in the City, and Mayor Jerry Gist is with us and Reverend Terry Hundley. The National Day of Prayer has been called for this Thursday, the first Thursday in May, and the unity is the theme this year. We all believe that prayer works. I guess we'll wait and see, right?
Pray for unity.
And so it is a great theme, certainly apropos out there, and so we're going to try to get everybody together at least to pray, right?
That's right.
Okay.
I think we can do it.
All right.
We always have.
I was going to say, you
So
always
sorry,
have. Always
It
have
will
a
be
good turnout.
Thursday. It will be. So it's going to be here.
Be here.
The Civic
at the
Center.
Civic Center.
Civic
Carl
Center.
Perkins Civic Center.
Which is May 3rd.
Doors open about 6:30.
Okay.
And then hopefully our new Civic Center manager will have some coffee for those who get here early.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And then we'll eat breakfast at 7, and then we'll have the call to worship at 7:30.
30, okay.
Mayor,
So
we can get tickets at the door, right?
You can. You can.
You
get
can't
them
get them
at
in
City Hall.
advance, City Hall.
You can, or here at the box office.
Box office.
Civic Center,
office.
yeah.
$7, and that covers the
I
breakfast.
think the box office here is what, 425-8587.
Is that right?
I think so.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, aren't you
I'm
impressed?
impressed. I certainly am. you know.
Didn't mean to throw you off like
Well,
that.
I
but hey,
mean, I just, you know.
I thought she was going to give out my number. No, sir. No.
Yeah, that's right. And the mayor's personal cell phone.
He has that in his notes.
If you need to get in late. That's right. Yeah,
Exactly.
there it is. Reverend, this is a pretty big step here, a unity theme.
It is. And, you know, prayer's the only answer for that. I mean, in reality, that's what it is. Everything else has been tried, and prayer's the key. Okay. And so as we get together as a community of faith in this community here, it's just great to come together with people from different churches and the like, just to come together and worship and lift up our hearts to the Lord.
Okay. Ministerial Association is still doing this?
That's correct. We're sponsoring it in conjunction with the mayor. It's his day, and we celebrate him and what he's doing for our city. And it's great to have a godly man to be at that post. And
who's going to be participating in this?
We have different folks. We kind of each year kind of divvy out the different prayers, the different church leaders and pastors here in the community. So we have a whole list of folks that will be involved. And so as far as leading different prayers. And
they are built around different themes?
They are. Each person will lead a prayer from government to schools to unity in the church and just unity in the community. And we've got a great group going to be leading in worship from
Light of Life Ministries. Yeah. Okay. My good friend Nathaniel Bond heads that ministry, and his praise team are going to be here.
Wow.
Call to worship, they're going to open up with Going Up Yonder. That's going to get everybody fired up.
I would think it would
Call to worship. And we'll all get the rejoicing at that time, and then they'll do a great job, and they'll have probably 3 or 4 numbers during the process. We'll be out of here by 8:20.
Okay, is that right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is there a place online where people can go to see the events, to see the kind of like the agenda of what's going on? Do you have somewhere?
Well, there'll be a program passed out at the prayer breakfast, but I'm not for sure. It may be on the city website.
Okay.
I have not checked it lately, but it may be.
See what's there. Okay. Mary Gist changed this. We had days of prayer prior with mayors, and there were speakers. Mary Gist felt like that it should take a different tone, be more community than.
Yeah, and it's National Day of Prayer. This whole thing is in conjunction with National Day of Prayer. These functions will be taking place all over the United States, and we're just one of many, many. And we changed the format to honor that day of prayer, and that is to pray for our city and pray for our county. And those things that really matter to us: education, law enforcement, praying for first responders, businesses. So a lot of different aspects will be lifted up in prayer. It's open to anyone. Okay. It's a great day. It's a special day in our city because it's non-denominational. Invite anybody to come and be a part of it. Again, the breakfast ticket is $7, but you don't have to eat if you don't want to.
Okay. You just give us a. There will also be then a gathering at noon.
Yes,
at the courthouse, right?
We've done this, and Jackson Area Ministers Association has sponsored this at the courthouse steps, and that will take place at noon. And invite folks to come out on their lunch hour and just spend some more time in prayer, just lifting up the same unity theme as the National Day of Prayer, and so that it'll be a great day.
So if you can't make it for breakfast, then
come to lunch.
Come at noon.
That's right.
I'll do both. Well, it is Thursday, the National Day of Prayer. Unity is the theme. 7 o'clock. We start at the Civic Center, and then at noon on Court Square. Is it going to be on Channel 6? Will it be live? Okay, I'm getting 7:30 on the air at ePlusTV6. If you can't make it, then be sure to be tuned in at ePlusTV6.com. So spread the word. Anybody in the world can watch this. Right. Good to see you both.
Thank you for having us. Appreciate it.
Thank y'all for doing this. We're going to be back with more as we continue 6 in the City.
Stop and think about your health. Don't smoke. If you do, quit. Eat healthy. Make small changes in your diet that can impact your health. Be more active. Start in small ways and keep going. And know your numbers. Your blood pressure and your cholesterol are important to your health. Friends of Heart ask you be a friend of your own heart.
For the most reliable drinking water supply at the highest quality, reach for the tap. Our tap water is safe and continues to exceed all government requirements. For more information about our drinking water, visit www.jaxenergy.com/JEACCR.
Hamilton was adopted from a rescue in 2008. He's quite the pug about town. He gets invited to a lot of parties. He knows he's a pretty big deal. How could you not love him?
So as the owner of Master Medical Equipment here in Jackson, we value JEA's service and our partnership with them. One of the main reasons we relocated into this area was to use JEA's broadband internet service. We do a lot of teleconferencing. We do a lot of international calling. Inside sales business is based off of access to telephone, to internet, to all the services we need to operate. And we had to go with JEA because I felt it was the best fit for our business.
Jackie Utley's with us for the Daughters of the American Revolution. We're doing this show on Tuesday, the first day of May. As we do this from the Civic
It's
Center.
already May.
This evening they'll be at the library from 4 until 6. Now they do this the first Tuesday of each month to help people with genealogy research at the Tennessee Room. So just keep that in mind, the first Tuesday of each month.
And that's a free event.
That's a free event. It's not a
Show up
class.
that's right.
If
You
you
show up at the
haven't
library.
started, right, just show up. Haven't started genealogy research, want to know where to begin, they can do that.
Questions?
If you've been doing it for a long time, kind of hit a roadblock or something out there, they'll be there to help you.
Or
They
just
do
how to
that
get
every month.
started.
Yeah,
Some
how
don't
to
even know
get
how to get
underway.
started.
But Jack Utley's with us. There's a special event that is coming up in June the 16th, to honor the spouses.
Surviving spouses.
Of Vietnam War era veterans, and that could be male or female because we had both in military service in those days. And so if you're a spouse of, so this is going to be done where?
We'll be doing it when we do the dedication of the Field of Flags.
Field of Flags on the 16th
there,
of June
on the
downtown.
16th of June, 10 o'clock a.m. It'll be there at Triangle Park, which is across from the Jackson Sun office.
So what will happen that day then?
We will acknowledge and recognize each of the surviving spouses. We'll have a certificate of appreciation for the sacrifice that their family has done for our country. And there's a special lapel pin for each surviving spouse. So we'll present a certificate and a lapel pin.
So in order to get that certificate and lapel pin, you have to have
I have to have names. I have to turn in, for each lapel pin and certificate that I request, I have to turn in a name. So I'll need to know the surviving spouse's name, their late spouse's name, branch of service, and date of death. And the period that's covered, it's not just the years that we think of as the Vietnam era. It starts on November 1st of 1955 and goes through the 15th of May, 1975. So there's almost a 20-year period because of the CETO, the Southeast Asia Treaty Organization, was signed in 54 and then went into effect in 55.
So we started getting advisors and stuff in there.
So if they were active duty anywhere, so they didn't have to actually set foot in Vietnam during that period of time. If they were active duty anytime during that 20-year period,
and they are deceased now.
And they're deceased now, and they're not on the wall. That's a whole nother program, and the lead-in time for that was a little too much for us this year. We're trying to do it at the end of the year.
Is this a national emphasis by DAR?
Yes. Well, it is DAR nationally. We are commemorative partners with the United States Vietnam War Commemoration. And so there are organizations all over the country. We are a commemorative partner, and so we're plugged into and can get supplies from them and have to follow their guidelines.
So the procedure, go ahead.
So how do folks need to just email you?
They need to email me or call me, and I do need that information. I need to have it by the 25th of May.
25th of May.
And
what's your email address?
Email is jutleymail@aol.com.
Okay.
And phone is 731-293-5055. So I'll have to turn in all that information, so I really need to get it.
Okay, all right. I have no idea. Do you have any idea what volume of people we'd be talking about?
So far, I've only received about 10 names. I know there are more people out there. We're just not reaching them.
Just got to get the word out.
Just got to get the word out.
And Jackie, for those people who don't know, tell everybody what DAR is.
DAR, Daughters of the American Revolution, we are a lineage organization. You have to be able to prove direct blood lineage to someone who supported the American cause during the Revolutionary War. And our 3 areas of focus are patriotism, education, and historic preservation. So we do a lot of things here locally, and then on the state level, and of course nationally.
Okay. They just got back from the state conference. Y'all won a bunch of awards.
We did win a bunch of awards. We won district and state, and then we had 3 national winners.
Wow. Okay.
So we're a little pumped right now.
Very active. There are a lot of things coming up. The Field of Flags will be that project on the 16th. You got some other things coming up this month, right?
Yeah. Excuse me. We are going to assist the VFW Post 6496 with their Memorial Day celebration at Ridgecrest Cemetery on the 26th, I think, whatever that Saturday is. Of course, We have our Field of Flags coming up.
As well.
Just all sorts of things.
All
kinds of things.
So just
Jack,
give
it's always good to see you.
That's right.
We
Good to
appreciate
see
the
you,
work
Jack.
y'all do. We're delighted to have these guys with us. They are extraordinary recording artists and just fixtures right here in Jackson, Tennessee. This is Reverend Jessie and the Holy Smokes.
Open road outside of Dover, AM radio hum. Old man Richard, he was sleeping at the wheel. Sun's rise just begun. It's swinging down in Memphis, and those New York City lights. It's a $1 million quartet. Oh, but you won't see a dime. Working hard in the Tennessee dirt, play guitar till your fingers hurt. Waiting around just for your ship to sail. I watched Elvis singing blues, suede shoes on a black and white TV. 1956, Jackson, Tennessee. There's soul in the soil right in here, in our sleepy little town. You can hear it if you listen with your heart. That spirit's still around. Matchbox and a pair of shoes, learn to play the black man's blues. We are poor, nothing matters anymore, till the music chooses you. Working hard in the Tennessee dirt, play guitar till your fingers hurt. Waiting around just for your ship to sail. I watched Elvis singing blues, suede shoes on a black and white TV. 1956, Jackson, Tennessee. You can't pay your bills with a bottle.
This changes everything. TiVo is here. Search and control your cable channels and streaming video apps with one remote. Record 6 shows at once and build a library of favorites with one pass recording. Then watch on any TV in your home, or browse and view on Wi-Fi devices with the free View It app. Call E+ Broadband to add TiVo and ask about our new packages.
Jackson is where I chose to attend college, and it has put me in touch with many interesting people. On Jackson 24/7, we placed an emphasis on higher education. Our community has 4 colleges and universities. That's unusual for a city our size. They mean a lot to the economy of our community, but none of that can happen without people dedicated to teaching and research for the next generation. Jackson has many great stories, and I enjoy telling them on Jackson 24/7.
Every day on TV6.
On a lawn mowing service, propane works for you. Propane can go where you go. Tanks easily changed, no spillage, quick transition, clean burn, increased energy efficiency. Propane, the affordable, clean alternative fuel wherever you mow. Find out more about JA's ProGas. Call 422-7500. Propane, the alternative fuel that makes sense. Part of JEA today.
Welcome back to Six in the City. We've got more coming up in this segment with Reverend Jessie and the Holy
That was
Smokes.
an awesome
That's
song.
great
I like
stuff.
it.
1956. I like it. And they're going to be releasing a new album soon, so we're looking forward to that. Well, Kimberly Taylor and Kimberly White are with us, and they've got an event coming up June 2nd at the Star Center, and it's directed to men.
Go
and
ahead and say it.
I got concerned when Kimberly come in and say we got an event for men. I'm afraid they're going to preach at me and they'll take all my money.
Well, they are going to be catering to the total man,
The total
which is
man,
what it
right.
says. So
Right.
you will be preached to. I'm sure.
Preach to it. So what's this about, ladies?
Well, the idea was inspired because my husband has always supported me, everything that I've done in the past 3 years with my ministry, Kingdom Inspirational Messages, which comes from KIM.
Okay.
The message is about inspiring people through events and products and poetry. And since he supports me, I know that there's many other great men out there that need some catering too. And so we thought of the idea of giving back to the community, doing things for men in the surrounding areas to connect, let them know what's in our community, that as women, we are here to support you, stand by you, and be a support system in any way we can.
The title of your event is Motivating Empowering New Elevations.
Yes.
And the event's $5 admission.
Yes.
And can you pay at the door?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
It's
And
going to be
it's
from
from
11
11
until
to
3?
3.
Yes.
Or so what's going to happen that day then?
Well, it's going to be an open flow. As you're getting
Okay.
haircuts, you can get manicures, you can come
get
in.
manicures? Okay.
Yes, sir. We're going to
Okay.
provide service where people can get 5-minute shoulder massages. And what we're wanting to do is have an open flow of men come discuss their profession, talk about their business. We're also going to have a gentleman named Casual Pitts. He's coming all the way from Orlando about their organization that he's found called UDS. It's Unlimited Discounted Services. It's going to let people know how they can receive reimbursements on co-pays. We're going to have the barber school that's going to give out the free discounts on the haircuts, local nail technicians to provide that service, and some of our local men that have businesses that want people to know their location and what they have to offer.
All right, so it's all going to be from 11 until 3.
Yes, sir.
So it's a
June
come
2nd.
and go event.
Yes, it is. We
$5
also
at the door.
yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. We also going to have vendors that are going to provide products like Mrs. TT's Things by Mrs. Terry Falls. She has custom made jewelry for men that they can buy. Also, Mrs. Maria Vasquez. She owns Mrs. V's African Imports. Will also have clothing and other items for men. And we have a couple of ladies. Mrs. Shirley Ford from Memphis is bringing her boutique. Mrs. Delora Bond, they're going to have an area section off for men can shop for their wives, their spouse. We're going to have a lot going on, and we're
So
excited.
You just kept talking. I was like, wow, and it's only $5.
So, Kimberly, what do you
So-
want to add to this? What have we left out? Anything we've left out here?
No, I think she's about covered it all.
okay, so-
I have a new business that I have started here in Jackson.
Hold that microphone up, if you will.
It's called Serendipity Creations,
Okay.
and I will be there with gifts for men to purchase for their wives. And also, I
knew
have
y'all
a.
getting on
Yeah,
this.
well,
Y'all
of
getting cabbage on this
That's
event
right. I've
somewhere.
got to get that in
have a
there.
little- you can't be the total man and not buy something for your
That's
bring home a gift.
exactly
Right.
right.
You gotta
That's
support
exactly
kids.
right.
Okay.
And I also have, I kind of cater towards the men with a lot of sports and things like that. So they can take home something for themselves and take home something for their wives.
It sounds like a
also.
fun and motivational day. here.
Yes, that's what it is. We're expecting the men to have a great experience, connect with other men, come out, enjoy themselves, get free service for just $5, eat food all day, and relax and have a good time.
Okay.
And June
Yes,
2nd
sir.
is on what day?
That's on a Saturday.
So
It's
on
going
a
to be at the
Saturday.
Star
Star Center is going to be the Star Center
Yes,
Auditorium,
sir.
which is a great location.
Which
for
is
this.
1119 Old
Yes,
Humboldt
Tell us
Road.
about this ministry that you're doing then.
Well, my ministry, I've been doing the vendoring for the past 3 years, and I've also helped other people on their committees with their events. So this year, I kind of want to balance it out. I did several events before in the past, which my husband has financially supported me is also be there. So I'm so grateful to be able to give back to him and other men in our area.
Well, it sounds like a great opportunity for
New
me.
Elevations Catering to the Total Man.
That's right.
And all that stuff.
$5, June 2nd from 11 to 3 at the Star Center. You can pay at the door.
And you can email if you got KIMVRY@yahoo.com.
Yes, we are still accepting donations. Anyone who wants to sponsor, get their business name out there. If they're not present, we'll still promote you.
Hope this works out well. It's good to meet you.
Yes, sir.
Continue best in what you're doing.
Sounds like a great opportunity.
Great idea. We're going to go back to the main stage. We welcome these guys back. Delighted to have them with us. This is Reverend Jessie and the Holy Smokes.
I played 1,000,000 country songs across the USA. Countless little smoky bars down every lost highway. No matter where life takes me, no matter where I roam, Tennessee's the heart of me, and Jackson's still my home. I've seen those New York City lights, seen sunsets in L.A. Crossed a few oceans blue, I parlez-vous français. Yeah, God knows all the years and tears been rolling like a stone. Well, Tennessee's the heart of me, and Jackson's still my home. They say home's where you hang your hat. Yeah, I said there ain't a darn thing wrong with that. Yeah, I've got Up City living in my bones. Well, Tennessee's the heart of me, and Jackson's still my home. Hey. You go downtown, you can hear the sound of rockabilly blues. Oh, the joy of Sonny Boy called Perkins Blue Suede Shoes. It's safe to say that music made was the best the world has known. But Tennessee's the heart of me, and Jackson's still my home. I pick and grin with all my friends down at Molly's bar. We may not be world famous yet, but in Jackson we're all stars. We always tip our barkeep, yeah, we take care of our own. Well, Tennessee's the heart of me, and Jackson's still my home. They say home's where you hang your hat. And I say there ain't a darn thing wrong with that. And I've got Up City living in my bones. Well, Tennessee's the heart of me, and Jackson's still my home. Yeah, I've got Up City living in my bones. Well, Tennessee's the heart of me, and Jackson's still my home. Yeah, Tennessee's the heart of me, and Jackson's still my home.
I've lived in Jackson for nearly 13 years. As part of the Jackson 24/7 news team, I've learned a lot about how this community works. I've seen how the leaders of the city and the county deal with issues, even when it brings them into conflict. And I enjoy the opportunity to tell the stories that help people at home make better decisions. I love Jackson, and I love being a part of the Jackson 24/7 team.
Alex Northcutt, part of the team you trust, every day on E+ TV6.
I'm Jimmy Floyd. Operations Manager with Jackson-Madison County Emergency Management Agency in Jackson, Tennessee. With E+ broadband high-speed internet, we're able to host training classes and better prepare our responders from all over the county and state. It also gives us the ability to track storms and natural disasters in real time. The phone system allows us the flexibility to stay in contact with local, state, and federal agencies both in and out of the office, which is crucial in our line of work.
Propane, 95% generated in the U.S., is a gas that works anywhere. Central tanks for fleets, vehicles, portable tanks for forklifts, lawnmowers, the fuel you can take anywhere. Even backup generation runs off propane. Household appliances, outdoor features. To find out more about affordable, clean, versatile propane, contact JEA's ProGas, 422-7500, the alternative fuel that makes sense. Propane, part of JEA today.
Well, a little program said Alexis Long and Jill Erling were going to be with us in the chamber.
Right. So
we have Julie Daniels with us because Alexis has left the chamber.
She did. She got a great job opportunity, so yeah, we're happy, but we're a little sad.
I'd rather be in the beach bottom with a toothache than be around a bunch of accountants all day.
She's going to miss us. I know it. She's going to miss us.
She will miss y'all.
We already miss her.
We do miss her. Yeah.
A couple of weeks, she'll be back.
Fingers crossed.
Save her space.
Anyway,
Don't put anybody in it.
Well, Alexis, we wish you the best.
That's
That's
right.
great
We do.
news, and congratulations. Yep, absolutely. All right, so we got stuff coming up at the chamber.
We do. We'll always have a lot of stuff coming up. But yes.
Yeah. So that was have events to which I'm not invited. We're at the Women in Business event
now,
coming
look,
up.
we just talked about an event for just for men, so it's time for an event for women.
Last time it was the Jackson
Every
Young
time he tries
Professionals.
to get an invite, I don't know what the deal is. He just can't catch a hint.
Well, had the Jackson Young Professionals, all that stuff. See?
Can't go to that one either.
Can't go to that one. Now we got the Women in Business.
We can talk about that. You can go to business at 2:12, which is the same day of Women in Business, but
is
it's
that
that
right?
morning.
Okay,
So
okay.
you
You can pretend you're going to Women in
super.
Business.
So these are coming up this week?
Next week, May 10th.
May 10th.
Business at 2:12 and Women in Business are both May 10th.
And what time is Women in Business? What's going on there?
That's 11:30 to 1 at the Jackson Country Club. We have Kathy Cates, who is the Executive Director of Leadership Tennessee. She is our speaker.
All right.
So I don't get to go to the country club for lunch, but I can go for breakfast to the chamber, maybe?
You can. Yeah,
Okay.
business at 2:12. We
2:12.
have breakfast for you there.
Okay.
We're going to be talking about keeping the weeds out of your business. Sherry Strong with Relationship Architects is going to be there.
All right, so those are next Thursday, the 10th. And so how do I register for these?
You can go on our website, jacksontn.com, and register for both of those.
And how much are the events?
For Women in Business, it's $25 for members and $35 for non-members. And then Business at 2:12 is free. You just have to register.
Just have to register.
Or Jill usually says for future members. It's 30.
Yes, future members.
That's right.
Everybody eventually will be a member of the chamber.
That's right. If you come in contact with either of these two ladies,
If you're not
yes,
a member,
you will.
let us know.
Then we
That's right.
got a big social fun event coming up, and that is Business After Hours. It's going to be at the ballpark.
Yes, it's at Jackson General's Ballpark on May 24th. So come out, network, watch a baseball game. It's also dollar night, so that's
So it'll be a
awesome.
Thursday night?
It'll be a Thursday night, yes.
Okay.
And it's not the last Thursday of the month like normal since the game schedule. It's the second to last Thursday.
Thursday.
They switch it up. It's right before Memorial Day weekend.
Right before Memorial Weekend.
Yeah.
Well, the Jackson Generals are hot as they can be. They are the best team in the Southern League right now. So go Generals.
keep it
In town
going.
this week, starting Wednesday with Montgomery coming to town.
That's it.
And so, yeah.
Now, do we need tickets to make reservations for Business After Hours?
Not for
or just
Business
show
After
up?
Hours, just show up.
Just show up?
Yep, that's all you got to do.
The gate free?
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
See, there you
Wow.
go. You complain about you can't go to Women in Business, but
Yeah.
look here, here's an
I'm sure
opportunity.
they'll come up with some reason for me not to be able to go.
We'll think about it.
Don't let that man in. Stop him at the parking lot.
Card him, he's too old. not safe for him to be here. All right, well, great. Well, the Chamber's doing some magnificent work, and so we got good things happening in town.
It is.
I mean, there's-
Always.
Always something going on at the
yes.
chamber.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
active chamber.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else we need to get into?
Those are the main
Yeah,
things,
those
I
are
would
the
think.
main ones. We do have a membership breakfast coming up this week. It's our education breakfast, so we'll be talking about our PI partners and the different schools. So that'll be
Recognizing the PI
recognition
partners.
for those folks, end of year recognition for those.
Yes,
And
yes.
That is a great program, and JA's been actively involved with that
Sure
for
has.
years, and it's just immense help to the schools.
We appreciate the sponsor of the Bank of Jackson's, also our education sponsor at the Chamber as well. So.
All right, so and that's coming up with the country club, and that is this Friday.
And all these events you can find out on the calendar at
jacksontn.com.
Reserve your spot at any of these events.
Absolutely.
Just
Easy. One-stop
She'll
shop.
love for you to call her.
Or go on the website. Yeah.
Julie's like, call Jill. Jill's like, website.
Easier for everyone.
That's right. All the way around, just easier.
And we survived the Nelly concert. It went well. We had thousands of people in the ballpark. So we now have another concert venue here.
That's right.
We do.
So that worked out well. And so these promoters are taking note of that. So I think we look forward to many more things.
Put Jackson on the map.
I know. I think it has, because promoters, when somebody does a sellout, everybody takes notes. So where was that?
Yeah.
And we got somebody we can put in there. So we'll see how it goes. Very good to see y'all. We
Good
appreciate
to see you.
it.
Thank you so
We're
much.
going to be back with more as we continue this 6 in the City.
JA Site Pay kiosks are the convenient way to pay your utility bill. These kiosks are featured in the foyer at Martin Luther King Jr. Drive and at the drive-thru at Pleasant Plains Extended. Use your account number and follow step-by-step prompts to pay with cash, check, credit, or debit card. Account credit is immediate, and a printed confirmation receipt is provided. Another step in customer service at JEA today.
Ready, set, go for it. It's your adventure. This is your GAC.
Service is not just what we say, it's what we do. When you choose E+ Broadband for your cable, internet, and telephone services, you can trust us to provide unmatched reliability. From sales to installation, we work hard to bring the services you depend on every day. We're currently upgrading the network to increase our service offerings available to you, so look for us in your neighborhood soon. And thank you for choosing E+ Broadband and for your trust in the local service we provide right here in Jackson.
Welcome back to 6 in the City. We're going to be hearing from Reverend Jessie and Holy Smokes. And don't forget, they are kicking off the AMP season this coming Friday night here in Jackson on May the 4th. So good to be down there and see them. George Gooch is with us and Dr. Joshua Veltman. They're here representing the community bands and the concert that is coming up next Monday, May the 7th at 7 p.m. It'll be the Jim Savage Memorial Chapel at Union University, and it's going to be a two-part program. And that was the Jackson Symphonic Winds and then the Jackson Swing Orchestra. And Dr. Veltman directs conducts the Jackson Symphonic Winds. So tell us about this program.
Sure. Well,
kind of intriguing title here.
Yeah, the theme that we've picked this time is Players' Favorites. So last year, the president of the organization brought to me some feedback from the members saying, hey, we'd like to have some say in the music and what we're doing. And I said, well, fair enough.
And
so
you said, to heck with that.
No. I put out a suggestion
Not
box.
out loud, baby.
We'll do it one time, and then I don't want to hear this anymore. Right?
No, we may do it some more, but
Okay.
it actually turned out to create a really nice concert. So I got some suggestions from some various people and picked the best ones and put together a program. So there we go.
I take it there's one that has a timpani solo in there somewhere.
Do you have a timpani solo?
Well, there are some places you could call that, yes.
I hope it's not an accidental solo. Yeah.
I can see every player say, okay, let's slip this in where I can show off. So what all will we hear then? Take it this is going to be a variety of stuff.
Yeah, so let me just give a quick rundown. We're going to start with a medley of marches by John Williams, the movie composer. And we're going to move to Gabriel's Oboe from the movie The Mission, featuring our own oboist, Betsy Porter.
I'm stunned.
And kind of our flagship piece, a challenging piece, Danzal No. 2 by Arturo Marquez, a Mexican composer.
Okay.
And we're going to do a movement, the second movement from Beethoven's Symphony No. 7, which has recently been featured playing under the King's Speech in that movie, The King's Speech, so people should recognize that. Okay. And we're going to close it out with Hungarian Dance No. 5 by Johannes Brahms.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
And Dr. Feldman, once again, the Jackson Symphonic Winds, so they will open the program next Monday night, the 7th, at 7 at Union. Then there will be an intermission, and then the Jackson Swing Orchestra takes over. And so they're going to be doing what? Have they shared that with you?
Yeah, they have. You want to take that?
Yeah, Mr. David Kiles, who is a professional trumpet player himself, leads this group. And we're going to do different genres of jazz. If you're familiar with smooth jazz, easy listening,
right,
and things like that. And the part of their program is entitled A Delicate Balance, and it includes some music by Marion McPartland, things that she did. That she's a pianist, and you've probably heard her on the public radio stations.
Okay. So they're going to do a variety of things. There's a delicate balance.
Right.
Jazz, it's like blues and all sorts. It's a pretty big umbrella, I noticed.
It is. There's a lot of genres underneath that. It is a pretty wide umbrella, and it spans many, many decades.
Yeah. So this will be great stuff.
And this is a free event that's open to anyone, right?
That's right. It's a community band. We're a self-funded organization through member dues, and this is a service to the community. And it's also just a great outlet or a place for people to play who play one of the instruments that's in the band, and they don't have another place to play, and just come on out and make music together.
How long has this been underway? It's been in existence now for several years.
Well, let's see. The community band itself was formed originally at Jackson State in 1994.
Okay.
And I tell people around the turn of the century. Now we're the turn of the century used to be 1900. Now it's around 2000. Around the year 2000. It was reorganized at Union University, which is our rehearsal home. And we have a variety of different types of players with backgrounds, and Dr. Veltman kind of pulls us all together. My wife and I are both symphony musicians, but then you have people that are band directors, people that just played in high school and college and want to pick it back up.
Pick it back up. I mean, it's been an amazing history to see it develop. And you guys, these current conductors have elevated the performances. I mean, it's just really, these are great shows, and it's just wonderful work. We talked about one time about bands. I mean, community, when you see old photos, when we had gazebos and all stuff, the towns had bands. In those days.
Yeah,
because we had to entertain ourselves, right? We didn't have radio or anything. Yeah.
It actually goes back to the era of the Civil War. That was called the most musical of wars because every regiment had its own band. And then when the war was over, there were all these surplus instruments laying around and, cluttering up pawn shops. And so people picked them up and formed bands, and away you go.
Yeah, it's really interesting when you see old photos of communities, and it didn't matter. They had bands, gazebos, and John Philip Sousa and all these guys took over the world there for a while. Well, it's good to see you guys.
It is
That's
good.
the GM Savage Chapel is coming up Monday evening at 7. Good to see you.
Right. We're also going to do something with the Choral Society later in the month, on May 25th.
Okay, out at Union, right? The logo's there. So keep that in mind. We're going to go back to the main stage. Once again, this is Reverend Jessie and the Holy Smokes.
1, 2, 3, 4. Kansas City, here I come. I'm going to Kansas City, here I come. They got some crazy little women there, and I'm gonna give me one. I'm gonna stand on the corner, 12th Street and Vine. Yeah, I'm gonna stand on the corner, 12th Street and Vine, with my Kansas City baby, a bottle of homemade wine. Well, I might take a plane, I might take a train, but if I have to walk, I'm gonna get there the same. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Kansas City, here I come. They got some crazy little women there, and I'm gonna give me one. Come on, there. the street and vine. Yeah, I'm gonna stand on the corner, 12th Street and Vine, with my Kansas City baby, a bottle of homemade wine. Well, I might take a plane, might take a train, but if I have to walk, I'm gonna get there the same. Yeah, 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 yeah. And to say, here I come. They got some crazy little women there, and I'm gonna give me one all day.
This changes everything. TiVo is here. Search and control your cable channels and streaming video apps with one remote. Record 6 shows at once and build a library of favorites with one pass recording. Then watch on any TV in your home or browse and view on Wi-Fi devices with the free View It app. Call E+ Broadband to add TiVo and ask about our new packages.
I started drinking more to deal with stress. Without my realizing it, alcohol took over my life. At Alcoholics Anonymous, I've found help from people who know what I've been through. Now, I have hope. Alcoholics Anonymous. Look for us in the phone book or on the web at aa.org.
We can help. Call 877-426-8330. Call now. There is hope for you.
On a lawn mowing service, propane works for you. Propane can go where you go. Tanks easily changed, no spillage, quick transition, clean burn, increased energy efficiency. Propane, the affordable, clean alternative fuel wherever you mow. Find out more about JA's ProGas. Call 422-7500. Propane, the alternative fuel that makes sense. Part of JEA today.
To 6 in the City. We'll have more with Reverend Jessie and the Holy Smokes coming up.
It's always a pleasure to have them
Yes,
on the show.
absolutely.
Such a
Look for
talent.
that new album coming out from Jackson Records, and they will be the featured performers at the Relay for Life Friday night. 7:30 set for the amp, and if it's raining or whatever, they're going to move everything down to the Carl Perkins Civic Center Relay, and everything else going to be here. So just be down here and plan to spend the evening.
Hope for no rain.
Hope for no rain Friday.
But it's Relay for Life. It's going to rain. It always rains at Relay for Life.
Well, it storms.
It does storm.
It
does. I mean, every year, you think about it, there's only been like maybe a handful of years that we've done it, and it hasn't stormed.
So they finally, after all these years, going to move it, move it inside if it does to the Carl Perkins Civic Center. That is the site for the Mayor's Prayer Breakfast coming up Thursday morning at 7 o'clock for breakfast, 7:30, and that will be carried live on E+ TV 6. And then we're going to be out Friday live for the
Titans Caravan.
Titans Caravan coming to town. We got 3
fun.
players that are coming in. We understand one has been added. That's going to be they're going to be here at 3. We're going to start our telecast at 2:30.
That's right. It's at Academy Sports and Outdoors. You'll be able to, that's just the 193 Stonebrook Place. You'll be able to see T-Rack, the mascot. I believe Mike will also be there, the voice of the Titans. So it'll be a great opportunity.
It's not live. Okay, I'm getting spoken to.
Getting word in your ear.
So we're going to be there. We're going to video record it and then play it later. Okay.
That's right. But it's a great opportunity to come down to meet the players. You can get photos. You can get autographs. So be sure to be there at Academy Sports and Outdoors for the Titans Caravan.
And we will, if you're watching us on Tuesday the 1st, we are doing election returns tonight. We have limited voting taking place. We don't have any county-wide contested races. We have 4 county commission seats for which we'll elect a new not a new representative. We'll elect a representative this evening because there'll be no August primary opponents, so we will cover that and some constable races this evening. Downtown Jackson is bringing back, we got music Fridays at the Fox, where the Fox restaurant used to be, the Fox Park.
The Fox Park.
Did it last year, and they're bringing it back in May. And Brian Moffitt's going to be the performer. It's during the lunch hour, 11 until 1, 11:30 to 1:30. Something like that, with Brian Moffitt. Tatum Chaplin is going to be there May the 11th. Josh Smith, who's with us today, is going to be there the 18th. And then Leather and Lace, they were with us just a couple of weeks ago. They're going to be there on the 25th, so we salute downtown for bringing that back.
That's right. Exactly right. Also, Saturday, this Saturday, coming up in Huntington, Court Square at the Dixie is Derby Day. It's going to be from 2 to 6. There's going to be a live band, food. There's going to be hats.
Okay.
You know, you'll see the Derby hats.
Also, and they're going to show are they going to show the race?
I believe so.
Okay. That's going to be in Huntington.
In Huntington, right there on Court Square. At the Dixie, of course.
Well, is it like paid admission or?
I believe so. I don't know what the cost is.
Is it a fundraiser for somebody or?
I'm sure it is, but I couldn't tell you who it was for.
just gonna be in Huntington.
That's right. Find out Derby Day. You go to the Dixie's website, and I'm sure you can.
I forgot this is Derby week.
That's right. It is.
Wow. Okay.
Lots of stuff going on.
The Tennessee Radio Hall of Fame is having its induction ceremony in Murfreesboro at the Embassy Suites in Murfreesboro Saturday evening. It will start at 6, and James Superwolf of Jackson, Tennessee, is going to be inducted as one of the new members of the Tennessee Radio Hall of Fame.
Good for him.
There will be 6 people inducted that are still alive working in this industry or that have worked in this industry, and then 6 others that are deceased. It's a real honor, and we've got some people from here. Wing Martindale was the first one from this city to go into the Hall of Fame, and then Doris Freeman went in, Aaron Robinson, who built the Dixie Network from here, and then we got guys that work here like Jack Parnell. Johnny Dark, who worked in Memphis for many years, was born in Jackson, raised in Jackson, is part of that Hall of Fame. We've had some others that have come through here, and Dick Palmer, who does sports in Middle Tennessee, but did sports here at WTJS years ago, and they worked for the Memphis Southmen Grizzlies in the WFL. You have to go back a ways to remember that. He's going to be given a Lifetime Achievement Award. So Jackson's well represented in the Tennessee Radio Hall of Fame, and that's coming up Saturday night in Murfreesboro. And a big salute to James Wolf for being in there.
That's a wonderful opportunity for him. Also, one of our favorite local artists, Mary P. Spellings, she's going to be having an art show reception. It's coming up May 15th from 5 to 7 at the Ned. Her art is going to be on display from May 1st to June 28th.
So she's taking over the Ned for the next 2 months.
You can see over 70 original works by Madison County artist Mary Spellings. It's a free admission.
Don't talk to her about buying any. They're not for sale.
Mary does beautiful work.
She does beautiful work.
She does.
Anything that Mary does, for the right price.
And she is one of the local artists that is down at the Art in the Village, down at the Casey Jones Village. So it's wonderful.
All those things are coming up. When we come back, we're going to get ready to close out this show. We're going to do that with Reverend Jessie and the Holy Smokes. We appreciate them being with us. We'll be right back with more as we continue Six in the City.
Propane, 95% generated in the U.S., is a gas that works anywhere. Central tanks for fleets, vehicles, portable tanks for forklifts, lawnmowers, the fuel you can take anywhere. Even backup generation runs off propane, household appliances, outdoor features. To find out more about affordable, clean, versatile propane, contact JEA's ProGas, 422-7500, the alternative fuel that makes sense. Propane, part of JEA today.
Stop and think about your health. Don't smoke. If you do, quit. Eat healthy. Make small changes in your diet that can impact your health. Be more active. Start in small ways and keep going. And know your numbers. Your blood pressure and your cholesterol are important to your health. Friends of Heart ask you be a friend of your own heart.
With E+ broadband and Watch TV Everywhere, you can now take your TV on the go. Just visit WatchTVEverywhere.com to sign up. Then you're all set to catch your favorite shows, movies, and sports wherever and whenever you want on any internet-connected device. Choose from our growing selection of networks from your cable package at no extra charge. Visit WatchTVEverywhere.com to learn more. It's easy to sign up for E+ broadband's TV Everywhere.
Thank all of our guests for being with us. As always, there are many things going on in the city. diverse number of things, and so we appreciate everybody that works with us and showcasing all that. Janet for putting this together. We'll talk to Josh Smith and these folks for a moment. We're thrilled to have them with us. They did a couple of songs. One of those early in the show was 1956, and you said that came from double wides?
The double wides, yeah. Mr. Alan Rothrock was working on it and gave me a call and was kind enough to let me kind of mix and match and do my own version of it. And he's the mastermind, but we just kind of made it more of a holy smoke song is all we did.
Okay, well, yeah. Well, it's great. So they're doing very good work. If you haven't seen them, double wides, and they are really committed to preserving this rockabilly music. And they do a lot of covers, but then they work a lot of original stuff. And so they're very talented, and I hope they'll get a bigger showcase here and a following, because they're excellent musicians. And then Jackson Still My Home, you wrote that along with Dave Thomas.
With Dave Thomas, yeah. We're just, you know, we've been here forever, and people would ask us all the time when we're going to move to Nashville, and you know, Jackson's our home. So we're kind of stay true to who we are in our hometown.
And the traffic there is terrible. Well, ours isn't too much better.
Gary Beatty came down from Radio Hall of Fame one time, spent a day with Tom Britt and I. We were on that board up there. He said, "Did you guys ever think about getting to a bigger town?" And I said, "Man, I started doing this business in Boller and Adams. When I got here, I was in a bigger town." I said, I like it. And he spent a day with us, and of course, Tom and I are old, and we're still working, you know. And all those guys, you know, big companies bought those stations in Nashville and phased all them out, you know. And he said, "You know, I should have found a place like Jackson a long time ago." So it's good to be here. Appreciate you guys working with us.
Yes, we do.
Very much. We're going to close out these guys. Extremely talented. Love having them. This is Reverend Jessie and the Holy Smokes.
Sometimes, see, baby, need something to keep you cool. Said sometimes, see, baby, need something to keep you cool. Honey, look out now, say, oh, Josh got something for you. I'm your ice cream man, baby, stop me when I'm passing by. I'm your ice cream man, baby, stop me when I'm passing by. Then all my flavors are guaranteed to satisfy. Well, I'm usually passing by about 11 o'clock. I won't never stop, but I'm usually passing by about 11 o'clock. Honey, let me tell you one time, you'll be my regular stop. 'Cause I'm your ice cream man, baby, stop me when I'm passing by. I'm your ice cream man, baby, stop me when I'm passing by. And now all my flavors are guaranteed to satisfy. Come on in. Said now, baby, baby, it looks like it's gonna help. Said now, baby, baby, it looks like it's gonna help. Honey, come inside, let me teach you how to drive well. When I jack into the wind up the hill to fetch a pail. Said jack into the wind up the hill to fetch a pail. Yeah, just sit down, let me teach you how to drive well.